My daughter, Madison, has alopecia. When this journey began, and I have to call it a journey because in the beginning it was not easy at all. Just a couple months shy of her 4th birthday, we woke up and there were locks in her bed. And I was quite surprised because I thought maybe she pulled them and something was just not right. And when I looked, there was this huge patch. So, of course, I got very worried. And I took her to the doctor. And it's important to me that I be very candid in that I say it was a doctor who's Caucasian, a male at that. And so when I took her to the doctor, this male Caucasian man explained to me that I was pulling her hair too much and it was the hairstyle. Really? I have to do this. Like, really? I mean, I don't have hair like this. It didn't just grow overnight. This is years of embracing my crown, embracing my own locks. My mom has locks. My husband has locks. We're a family who has natural hair, who takes pride in taking care of not only our hair, but our body from inside out. So I was kind of shocked that that was his answer to me. And it was almost like he was dismissing us. And that hurt. I mean, here I am with a young baby, and I'm wondering what's going on with my child. And this man is like, you're doing her hair too much. So I had to suck it up, and I went for a second opinion. So finally, we found a doctor, African-American woman, and then she told us what it was. She said it was alopecia. And I was like, asparagus? Like, what are you talking about? I have no clue what you're talking about. Like, no idea. And I consider myself to be well-educated and well-informed, but this is just not something that you see or hear about in our communities. And that was quite shocking because it affects a lot of African Americans, especially children. It was not easy because I had no clue where to turn to, no idea where to go. So I got very defensive very quick. I got very aggressive very quick. And all the while, Madison is just la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. And so as a parent, what do you do? And this is where it's like the last straw. She went to school and the teacher found a couple of the locks in the play area. Whew. It was kind of embarrassing. But I had to prepare the school for that. And it wasn't something that I was ready to do because I still didn't know what was going on. It took a while, and all through this process, again, Madison is in school. I'm trying to cover up the bald spot. I'm trying to cover up the patches, not knowing what's going on. And I'm emotional. I'm scared. I don't know what I did. I don't know what she did. I don't know what anyone did. And I'm trying to figure out what's wrong. And I wanted to cover her head as my coping mechanism as a parent. First is to protect her because people are asking questions. People are like, well, what'd you do? Why'd you shave her head? I called some of the more popular places that make wigs for children. And I inquired and I told them what I wanted. I personally and my husband agreed that we wanted something that was culturally fitting. And so we wanted to send her locks. And so at first we were like, maybe they're too short. They're not going to make a proper wig. So I said I would cut mine, and my husband said he would cut his. Just for my husband to say that, that's a cultural thing for him. So that got me right in my heart. Sorry. But this place that says is very popular said, no, do not send those here. Literally, don't send them because we would throw them away. And I read online that a very famous football player cut his and they threw them away. I was lost. I didn't know what to say. I said, well, maybe we can do something like what we would call an afro. I have people who would shave their head and send their hair, and they're like, we don't know how to work with that, so do not send it, period. Okay, I'm lost again because I want to make this special wig for her. What do I do? So I took to social media like everybody else, and I posed the question, and Narissa Irving, beautiful, beautiful sister, beautiful queen. She's very popular, very much so on social media, and so she put the word out, and we started to get flooded with people who cut their locks and sent to her, who cut their hair, who wanted to just lend their talent, their advice. And that was just an overwhelming amount of support and love. I shed a lot of tears during that process, because to think that people from all walks of life all over the world wanted to help my little old daughter. Can't imagine that. We're in a small corner of the world, and people just want to embrace that. And so that brought another thing to light, and that we're not that far separated, that you cannot help each other, even the smallest way. I mean, one lady was like, I don't have any hair to donate, but you guys can come by my shop and I can help make the wig. I'll learn. And so people just started looking within to see how they can help. And that was amazing. So from that, we met another beautiful sister, Hadiya Barbell, where now this whole journey of crowning Madison came to be. This, again, beautiful sister specializes in making wigs. And so I went to her, and she welcomed us with open arms. I mean, I get emotional, because she took her talent, and it wasn't just a quick, let me just make a wig for this little girl. No, she, if you read her blogs about it for the last couple months, she really went deep in to create this beautiful, beautiful crown for Madison, which we still have. And from there, she just kept saying, we have to do more, and we have to show the world, because there might be another Madison out there who doesn't know or can't turn to any place else. And she might not want that hair, beautiful hair that's flowing down her back. She might want something that's double strand twist, or that's faux locks, or that's an afro. The takeaway from our journey thus far with alopecia is just to embrace your inner beauty. We're all different, unless you have a twin. And even if you have a twin, you're still different. But the challenge with that, and the takeaway from that, meaning your inner beauty, who you are, embracing your uniqueness, is something that people don't do nowadays. Everyone wants to look like the next superstar, but you're your own superstar. And once you learn to love yourself, you can love everything else.